All right, shalom. First off, I want to start off and say, praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh by Shimei Shai by Shimei Kakarash. That's all praises to the Lord Most God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai being the name of the only begotten Son. I also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect preaching this word in truth and sincerity. I'm my brother Tazabon in Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Well, with another video to edify. And I wanted to go in on this lesson. This article, right? Fuck yeah. It says Georgia gun range owner and his family are killed in robbery. Police say it says Grantsville, Georgia. Authorities say 3 people are dead after a robbery at a gun range in Georgia, says Grantville Police Department said via Facebook that the robbery occurred Friday evening. When officers arrived at the scene around 8 p.m., they discovered the owner of lock, stock, and barrel shooting had been killed along with the wife and grandson. Some 40 weapons in Some 40 weapons in a video camera were taken. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation is investigating. So basically, I bring this up because that whole carnal mindset and thinking that you're going to be able to deliver yourself. I mean, this was a whole gun range owner, right? You don't think he was tough on the weapons. You don't think he knew how to draw quick, right? Here it is, they stole 40 guns from the establishment. And his whole family was into that gun shit. But did it prosper them? Did it help them when that day of evil came? No, it didn't. Right? They lost. They took an L. But here it is. You got Israelites that sit here and preach this whole message of carnality and act like you having a tool is gonna help you in that day. Hey, this devil couldn't save himself from this stuff that was happening. What makes you think you leaning on carnality is gonna save you in the day of the Lord? This is 2 Corinthians 2:10. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds." You see, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. You're going to have to come out this with a spiritual approach, because that whole carnal mindset, that was an example of that felon. And obviously that dude had everything he needed for a battle, right? Him and his family, they all died. Right? So are you guaranteed life by sitting there preaching this message of carnality? No, you're not. It's the Lord you got to worry about. This is Psalms 44 and 6. It says, "For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us." So what if David and his greatness, his mighty expertise in war, said he wouldn't trust in bow, neither sword save him? What makes you think that's supposed to be a message to be preached? Right? You better pray and do the things you need to do for the Lord to have his protection for you. Right? This is Psalms 20. Psalms 20 and 7. It says, I'll start 6. It says, now know that Yahweh saveth his anointed. So who saves? Is it going to be a gun? No, it's going to be the Lord. He will hear from his holy, his holy heaven, Uh, he will hear from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of Yahweh our power. Right? So what you're gonna do is in that day, you pray to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Before that day, you pray to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Right? Yahweh in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai. For deliverance, man. That's what you're supposed to do. Trusting in swords and chariots. Hey, you doing that, you don't understand the true power that actually decides all battles, man. This is Psalms 33, 16. And it says, there's no king saved by the multitude of hosts, right? So no king is saved by a great army, right? So China, like China, they have one of the largest, man militaries, right? But really, they're not going to do anything with that because it's the Lord that handles these things. So no king is saved by the multitude of hosts. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. For a horse is a vain thing for safety, neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. You see, right? Don't you think that dude would have been considered mighty with all those guns he had? You know he had something mean on his hip, but he couldn't get it off to save himself or his family, right? And it's going to be the same thing in this time. If you don't have the covering of the Lord, which is the true protection, which is the true weapon, you through. It says verse 18, behold, the eye of Yahweh is upon them that fear him, and upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their souls from death and to keep them alive in famine. You see? It says, our soul waiteth for Yahweh. He is our help and our shield. You see, that's the protection right there. Nothing else. Right? For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. Let thy mercy, O Yahweh, be upon us according as we hope in thee. And what is our hope in the Lord? That he's going to protect us in these days, that he's going to set up that standard, that he can give us spiritual power. Because there ain't no defense against spiritual power, man. Right? Scriptures tell you that the house of David shall be as God in that day. Right? This is Sirach 29. It says, shut up alms in thy storehouse, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction. And what is alms? It's charitable, giving, right? It means going into the word, a brother calls you for some counsel. That's charitable giving, man. Going through the scriptures with that brother, just being a brother, man. Because you gotta understand, when you come into the truth, man, it's hell. You're lonely, right? Because really you separate yourself from the world, because nobody understands you. When you come into the truth, the scriptures tell you, he that turneth from sin shall make himself a prey. So what? You reside by yourself. So the only time you actually get some love and respect is by another brother, right? So you being there for that brother in those times, man, that's big. It says, it shall fight for thee against thine enemies better than a mighty shield and strong spirit. See, alms, charitable giving, man. That's why Paul said, hey, though I have all things, yet I have nothing if I have not charity. You see? So this is what doing the good works of the Lord, that's what's going to fight for you better than shield and spear, right? So is it going to be this? Carnal weapons? Nah, man. You'll lose with that. Right? And I'm going to end on this one. This is Judith 9. And Apocrypha 7. It says, for behold, the Assyrians are multiplied in their power. It says they are exalted with horses and men. And this is how, and man. And this is how the world looks at power. It's only an outward show of strength. But really, the real strength is coming from the heavens. It says they glory in the strength of their footmen. They trust in shield and spear and bow and sling, and know not that thou art Yahweh that breakest the battles. Yahweh is thy name. Throw down their strength in thy power, and bring down their force in thy wrath. For they have proposed to defile thy sanctuary, to pollute thy tabernacle where thy glorious name resteth, and to cast down with sword the horn of thy altar. You see, they don't even know. They don't even understand that the real power is in the Lord. And that's what you got to apply in these days, man, to show faith. Right? The Lord won't let us edify. I'm going to say, call Allah Yah by Shimon Shah by Shimon Crocodile Shalom.